Welcome one, welcome all, and welcome to an honest review of 2016's Terrifier. There's going to be some spoilers ahead, so you have been warned.
Before we jump into the episode, if you're watching this on YouTube, you can actually now find Unleash the Ghouls on all major podcasting services, so you can listen along and subscribe over there too. And if you're listening on one of the podcasting services, you can have all our episodes on YouTube. Fucking winner. Over to you, Kof.
Yes, Kof, what is the plot of Terrifier?
What do we have here? We have mate, honestly, this is
your job to tell us.
A difficult one to describe. We've got a stupid, manic clown that decides to take it upon himself to terrorise and murder some completely random people. This one, honestly, was another... I don't even know how to start. Shall we just begin?
I'll tell you what. Why does it start with, like, the shittest, littlest, oldest TV in history that's all just glitchy and shit? And then it cuts to a terrible interview. The interviewer is just a cunt. But then it cuts to this victim's face and she just looks like Gollum, doesn't she? She's just fucking messed up. And then it cuts back to this cunt called Art the Clown, which apparently means if you're a clown, you've got a shit TV with awful reception. Why does he just punt his TV and break it? What do you do when you're a clown with no TV? I don't know, fucking play Uno? No. I don't know, do some colouring in? No. What you actually do is put the shittest little hat on your head, don't you? And spend your time sharpening the least inspiring weapons I've ever seen in a fucking horror film. And then we cut back to the fucking woman who's got a testicle for a face, who just kills the interviewer and makes her look like a nutsack as well. I mean, this film's just already a pile of bollocks, isn't it? Mainly because two of them have got testicles for faces. But, I don't know, the first 20 seconds of this is just utter shit. How did you boys find it?
It was just fucking...
just bollocks.
I was pissed off immediately, because with that TV as well, even though it's clearly like a battered TV from like the 70s, it's like fucking, like the Womble's backyard has a fucking telly like that. Audio on it, crystal clear, high def.
And when the interview kicks start, it's fine. It just goes to completely clear signal and then cuts back out. But what's worse than the signal is the acting on the two fucking women.
Fuck me, the whole film, man.
Especially on the blonde one. Oh my god, we have a flat tyre. Has it always been like this? No, it hasn't always been like that, you fucking moomin. You stupid cunt. That's after they've been in the pizza shop, right?
Yeah, because you got dumb blonde and dumb... brunette.
Dumb brunette.
They're like having a night out for Halloween. Pop into this like pizza shop and Art the Clown comes in and he just starts like pulling faces at them and then he just sits staring at them. And then the dumb blonde is like, oh, I'm gonna get a fucking selfie with you. Yeah, you're so cute. Yeah, it's
the first guest on the show.
Well, let's ask her how fucking shit she was.
So when you were filming this, how did you feel?
Well, when I saw Art and his makeup, I was like, oh my god, you're so cute.
Connor, have you got any questions for our guest?
So, basically, you know that scene where, like, he got some change off a table and then got a plastic wedding ring out of a coin machine and put it on your best mate's finger? What do you reckon of that?
It's so cool.
Genuinely better than the acting throughout this entire film.
100% better than the acting in that film.
The pizza shop owner as well. The clown's intimidating the lasses, so he's like, oh, it's okay, girls. I'll go and deal with him really nice and politely. And then the next time you see him, he's just fucking launching him out like, get the fuck out me restaurant, man, you creep. So yeah, the owner of the pizza shop gets his head cut off and it's like turned into like a jack-o'-lantern thing. But like, it took me a few seconds to notice that that's what it was meant to be. It just looked like he put firecrackers like in his eyes.
It's just like on the outside of his face, just a little flame.
The other guy was worse though, because he like just stabbed the shit out of the other one.
Oh god, yeah, that was actually quite brutal.
The guy's got like a little bit of his tongue just flapping around.
Yeah, man, fucking horrible.
Just a bit of his tongue that's, you know, his fake tongue is just there flapping, and it's just the most ridiculous shit in the world.
So after the pizza shop anyway, they go like back into the car. They're just like, oh, I need a piss.
Got the wrong character.
Oh, okay. Well, the brunette's a bit more serious and smart, isn't she? So she'd be like, I really need to urinate.
And she's like, oh, just throw it in the bush, Stephanie.
Nah, man, you dirty bitch. I'm gonna go and ask this bald bloke having a fucking Super Kings out his front. I'm gonna go over to him. I'm gonna ask him, can I come in your house and have a piss, please? That's a ballsy move.
To be honest say, I don't get the building because he's like cleaning it or whatever, isn't he? It's like a row of almost like houses like you'd see in London or New York, that kind of setting. But they go in for a front door and then there's just like infinite space inside it for the whole rest of the film.
Oh yeah, they run through it forever, don't they?
Inside's like a derelict warehouse with a massive car park in it later in the film.
Oh yeah, there's a window as well. I've got a 30-car garage here. What the fuck?
Yeah, inside the building.
And it has just a front door.
It's so fucking weird. And the clown gets hold of one of them, doesn't he? And he like injects her. When he puts the needle into her, more blood pisses out of that needle wound than any other wound in the rest of this film.
Yeah.
There's one point, someone gets shot in the face multiple times. There's less blood from the bullet wounds.
It's the same woman. It's the damn brunette. That whole needle scene pissed me off because she's like walking around the building for a bit and then she bumps into Art the Clown again. He's got like a bloody scalpel and starts like stabbing her in the legs, I think. But then she like picks the scalpel up, gives him a bit of a jab. And I love how he plays this silent character so devotedly that even when he is stabbed, he does not make any noise.
Oh, that film, that like tiny scene actually made me laugh loads. I've replayed it like 4 times. It was so funny. Just seeing him do the little without any sound is great.
Yeah. But back to the needle thing as well. She sees the bald guy again doing his fucking sweeping up, but he's got his headphones in. And she's like, hey, mister!
At the end of that corridor.
Yeah.
Doesn't go near him.
Just run towards him.
It's like that thing you do when you're a kid where you're like downstairs and your parents are upstairs and you're like, Mum! And they don't respond. She's just like, Mum! Still don't respond. Mum! And they're like, come upstairs, you fucking idiot. It was a bit like that, wasn't it? I'm glad my mum's gone. I'll tell you how my mum didn't go, getting hung upside down and then cut through her vagina.
Oh my goodness.
Level 100 segue, Stu. Well done.
I would like to talk about the strength of Art the Clown being able to cut through people so quickly. He goes from vagina to head in about 12 seconds max.
It was just a bit too much. I think like a bit too much overkill and shock value with no like substance, if that makes sense.
We're watching horror films, says overkill.
But it was just too brutal and strange, wasn't it?
It was just a bit weird, wasn't it? Like, there's that weird cat lady, and he just like de-boobs her, and then starts fucking wearing her fucking hair and her tits all around the place, and then dances around like a woman for a bit.
It's really strange.
There's like another dumb brunette who comes in later, trying to get some help off the bald guy, who by this point has resurrected from having a hammer fully smacked into his head. He then gets repeatedly smacked in the face with like a steel bucket or something, and nothing happens to his face. He's just like getting hit with it. But it's only when Art the Clown curb stomps him where his entire face just implodes.
Caves in, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Also, when he gets fucking stabbed up a few times, like everyone's battered him, and he just gets up and just carries on fighting everyone.
So I've got all these fucking multiple wounds in my body, but I'm still gonna fucking nunchuck you with like a set of keys.
Yeah.
What was that? He went into like martial law, Tekken fucking stance.
And after all of that, he fucking kills himself.
Yeah.
The police are called, aren't there? He shoots himself in the face. But these fucking police, they are not American police by any fucking standard at all.
No, they would have fucking... As soon as they went, put your hands up, he would have been fucking dead.
Yeah, exactly. They took like 3 minutes, like, show me your hands. Show me your right hand. Show me your right hand. Hey, mate, show me your right hand. Can you show me your right hand, please? What's in your right hand? Oh, you've shot yourself.
He was sort of half white, wasn't he?
It's true.
Oh my god.
I just don't fucking get it. He kills himself, and then when the corpses are taken to, I guess it's a morgue, but it's just a fucking room. It's like the most unclean, unsanitary fucking room you've seen in your life. It looks like they've gone to B&Q and got like one of them wallpaper tables and put it down. But they take his body there for investigation, and somehow the Terrifier now develops paranormal abilities.
Yeah, the
'Cause
lights.
he can make all the lights flicker, and then he comes back to life. Even with his brain still hanging out his fucking head, he comes back to life to strangle the coroner.
The coroner has one line. I think there's 2 people talking to him, and he's having some food, and they're like, oh, how can you eat with all these dead bodies? And he goes, I've been doing this for 25 years, and once you've seen an 8-year-old microwave to death...
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, anything's okay from there. And they just look at him and walk out.
It must be a decent sized microwave.
It's from Microwave Massacre, isn't it?
Microwave Massacre! Overall thoughts on Terrifier, Stu?
Shit. Just poor acting all round. I mean, the best acting was from the one that didn't fucking speak.
Yes.
Yeah, it just wasn't very good, was it? It just weren't creative. The ending was shit. You know, old bollock face at the end wasn't even like who cared by that point that they did that?
Honestly, it was probably, even though it was like loads of shock value and like it tried to make suspense where it wasn't needed with overly excessive bullshit. I just feel like a knobhead for giving it such a bad review, but it was bollocks. It really was.
You feel like a knobhead for being honest on an honest review episode. Oh, I rate that.
What about you, sir?
The only things I really liked about it, there were a couple of cool kills in there, but most of them was just gore for gore's sake. It didn't really pay off. It didn't execute itself well. I couldn't care if people died or not. So there we go. That was our honest review of Terrifier. Are you one of the people who likes it? Are you one of the people who doesn't? Are you looking forward to the sequel? Are you not? Let us know everything you want to tell us in the comments. Keep supporting the channel. Notification bell. Subscribe. I'm Connor. Stu, you've been you.
What happened there?
Oh, that was amazing. Fucking hell.
Kofi's been Kofi.
Thanks for being yourselves.
I was doing so well.